My wife took off her ring at dinner. I'm not sure about us anymore, I said. Understood. Then she vanished for 5 days. The photos my private investigator delivered showed her at a beach resort with my business partner. I, 36, male, was halfway through my ride when my wife took off her wedding ring and set it next to her water glass. I'm not sure about us anymore. Just like that. 8 years summed up in 7 words. I looked at the ring sitting there, then back at her. She was watching me, waiting for something. A reaction. Tears, maybe. Begging. Understood. That wasn't what she expected. Her jaw tightened. We finished dinner in silence. I paid. We drove home separately. She went straight upstairs. When we got back, I heard drawers opening and closing, suitcase zippers, the sounds of someone packing. Came back down an hour later with a bag. I need some time away to figure things out. Please don't contact me while I'm gone. How long? Few days, maybe a week. I'll reach out when I'm ready. Okay. She hesitated like she wanted me to fight it, beg her to stay. When I didn't, she just left. I watched her taillights disappear down the street. Then I went to my office and made a call. The PI answered on the second ring. We'd worked with him before on a company issue. Employee stealing from petty cash. Guy was thorough. Need you to follow someone. My wife. She just left driving a silver Accord. He didn't ask questions, just got the details and hung up. See, here's what didn't add up. My wife doesn't do alone time, ever. When we had fights before, she'd immediately call her sister or her best friend. But this time she wanted complete silence, nobody knowing where she was. Plus, the timing was sus. We just closed a massive deal at the company software consulting firm I co-own with my business partner. 7-figure contract, biggest we'd ever landed. My wife had been at the celebration dinner, saw the contract signed, was all excited about finally being able to redo the kitchen. Now suddenly she needs to find herself. Yeah, nah. The PI called back 2 days later. Got a location. Beach resort up north. Pricey place. She alone. Pause. No, there's a man. My stomach dropped. Can you get photos? Working on it. The photos came through that night. I opened my laptop. Felt like I was watching someone else's life fall apart. My wife. Poolside in the bikini I'd never seen, laughing at something. And right next to her, rubbing sunscreen on her shoulders, was my business partner. My business partner. The guy who'd been my best friend for 15 years, who I'd helped through his divorce, who cried at our wedding, who my wife always said was basically family. More photos loaded. Them holding hands, walking on the beach, kissing by the pool bar, going into a room together. I just stared at the screen, trying to remember if there were signs. When this started, how long I'd been the oblivious husband working late while they closed the laptop, opened it again, started making calls. My lawyer first. Need divorce papers drawn up, have proof of adultery, need them ready when she gets back. Then my accountant. Woke his butt up. Need an emergency audit, business financials, specifically anything my partner handled alone. Third call was to myself, sort of. Pulled up the partnership agreement we'd signed 12 years ago. Scrolled through until I found it. Section 12C, morality clause. We'd added it as a joke. If either partner does something that makes the company look bad, the other can force a buyout. Thought we'd never use it. Thought we were too solid for that. Guess not. Started documenting everything. Screenshots of the PI's report. Photos saved in 3 different places, her text about needing space, the hotel registration. The PI pulled up. She came back 5 days later. Walked in looking tan and relaxed. Saw me at the kitchen table. Hey, can we talk? Sure. Slid an envelope across to her. She opened it. I watched the color drain from her face. Divorce papers, are you serious right now? Very. This is insane. I just needed some time to think, and you're... Turned my laptop around, showed her the photos. She went completely still, just stared at the screen. You had someone follow me. I gave it to you. Also documented what you did with it. You violated my privacy. You were in public at a resort with my business partner. No privacy to violate. She started crying right on cue. It just happened. We didn't mean for it to happen. We were both confused and... Stop! You have to understand. I said, stop. Sign the papers. You've got 30 days. You can't just kick me out. This is my house, too. House is in my name. Bought it before we got married. Check the deed. Her crying got louder, uglier. You're being controlling. You're trying to ruin my life. I just sat there, let her scream it out. When she finally stopped, I said, 2 hours. Pack what you need. Everything else we'll coordinate through lawyers. I'm not leaving. Then I'm calling the cops, showing them these photos and the property deed. Your call. She left, called her sister to come help. They loaded up her stuff in complete silence. Her sister kept glaring at me like I was the villain. Before they drove off, my wife tried one last time. We can fix this. Therapy. We can work through it. No, we can't. So 8 years means nothing to you. It did. Right up until you spent 5 days on vacation with my business partner. She got in the car. They left. I poured a drink, first one in months, sat there in the quiet house. Then called my partner. We need to meet tomorrow. Office. Yeah, what's up? We'll talk tomorrow. Update 1. The office meeting was brutal. He walked in looking nervous. Probably got a heads up from my wife. I didn't say anything. Just pushed a folder across the desk. He opened it. Partnership dissolution papers. Watched his face go gray. What the hell is this? Buyout. Section 12C morality clause. You can't be serious. That's for... Pulled out the photos, spread them across the desk like playing cards. His mouth opened. Nothing came out. How long? Silence. How long were you sleeping with my wife, man? It's not what you think. How long? He slumped back in his chair. 6 months, maybe 7. Look, don't say it just happened. We didn't plan it. Things got complicated and we connected and... Save it. Here's what's happening. I'm buying you out. Contract says the valuation is based on the number from 3 years ago. His eyes went wide. 3 years ago? Before the expansion? Before we tripled our client list? The company's worth 3 times that now. Should have thought about that. This is BS. You can't do this. Already did. Lawyer filed this morning. He stood up, started pacing. I'll fight this. Any judge will see this as vindictive garbage. Go ahead. Take it to court. Explain to a judge why you were screwing your business partner's wife. Let's talk about how you told me you were visiting family while you were actually at a beach resort. We can also discuss the company credit card charges I'm finding. Want to explain those? That was a bluff. Accountant was still digging, but his face told me I hit something. You've been going through the books. Every transaction you had solo access to. Yeah. He sat back down, put his head in his hands. This is going to destroy me. Yep. What about your wife? She's getting half of everything anyway. I almost laughed. You think I don't have a prenup? Business assets are protected. She gets some spousal support, that's it. We didn't have a prenup, but he didn't know that. He left without another word. Then the real circus started. His lawyer called, threatening to fight the buyout. My lawyer sent the evidence package plus the audit results showing he'd expensed personal stuff as business costs. His lawyer shut up real quick. My wife's lawyer wanted to negotiate, said she was devastated and wanted to work things out. I told my lawyer, no negotiations, file everything as is. My wife's mom called next, full waterworks. How can you be so cruel? Marriages go through rough patches. She made one mistake. One mistake. She's been sleeping with my business partner for 6 months. She loves you. She just got confused. Then she should have talked to me instead of running off to a resort with him. You're destroying her life. No, she destroyed it herself. I'm just not cleaning up the mess. Hung up. Week 2, the dirty tricks started. My partner tried poaching our biggest client. Sent them some garbage about new opportunities in his new venture. Client forwarded it to me. They were insulted. I sent them a thank you gift and a personal note. He tried 2 more clients, both told him to pound sand. Word was spreading in the industry, people talk. My wife tried using the credit card I'd given her. Declined. I'd canceled it the day she left for her little vacation. She called screaming about financial abuse. Joint account is still there. You just don't have access to my personal cards anymore. That card was for emergencies. Cheating on me isn't an emergency. That's a choice. Her sister started posting vague stuff on social media. Some men punish women for being human and financial abuse is real. Ignored all of it. But then I found something that changed everything. My wife had left her iPad still logged into her cloud account, Probably forgot about it in the chaos of moving out. I opened it, went to messages, found a thread between her and my partner going back 9 months. 9, not 6. He's getting suspicious. Just play it cool. He's too busy with work to notice. Can't wait until we can do this for real. Soon, once the buyout happens, we'll have enough to start our own thing. My hands were shaking. They were planning this. The affair wasn't just physical. They were strategizing. Kept scrolling, more messages. Which clients do you think will come with us? Probably the Hayes account and definitely the tech startup. They love me. What about employees? 3, maybe 4 would jump ship. They were going to tank the partnership, force a split, take the buyout money and my wife's divorce settlement, start a competing company, poach my clients and staff, while sitting at my dinner table, sleeping in my bed, planning my professional murder. Screenshot everything, sent it to my lawyer. He responded fast. This changes everything. Filing emergency discovery motion. Update 2. My lawyer moved quick. Filed for emergency discovery based on the messages showing they were conspiring to defraud the company. Judge granted it. Now my ex-partner was really in it. His lawyer tried to get the texts thrown out. Something about how I got them without permission. Judge didn't care. My wife had given me access to her accounts during the marriage. The iPad was in my house. No privacy violation. Discovery phase got nasty. Had to turn over his communications, financials, everything. Found out he'd been meeting with our competitors, sharing details about our projects, our pricing, our strategies. This wasn't just an affair anymore. It was corporate espionage with a side of adultery. Called a meeting with our 3 biggest clients. Laid it all out, showed them documentation. Your project details were being shared with competitors. Here's proof. They were livid. One of them had suspected something was off with their last bid. Now they knew why. 2 gave me written statements supporting the lawsuit. Said they'd testify if needed. The 3rd gave me a new contract, big one, for being honest with us. Meanwhile, my ex-partner tried to turn the employees against me. Called an all-hands meeting while I was out. Told everyone the company was failing, that I was pushing him out unfairly, that they should start looking for new jobs. I walked in halfway through. He froze. Anyone who wants to leave can leave, I said. But first, you should know we just secured 3 new contracts this week. We're expanding, not failing. Your co-worker here is leaving because he was sleeping with my wife while trying to steal company secrets. Dead silence. Anyone who follows him gets sued for breach of contract. Anyone who stays gets a bonus this quarter. Your choice. Nobody left. He tried to rush me. Legitimately tried to throw a punch in front of 20+ people. 2 developers grabbed him, held him back while he screamed about how I ruined his life. You ruined your own life. I just documented it. Security escorted him out. HR terminated him for workplace violence. He tried claiming wrongful termination. My lawyer sent him the security footage. He dropped it. Divorce moved faster after that. My wife tried claiming she deserved half the business. Supported you through the early years and all that. My lawyer pulled out a prenup. I actually did have her sign years ago when we refinanced. She'd been drinking wine during the signing. Barely read it. Her lawyer tried arguing duress. Judge actually laughed. Your client signed a legal document with independent counsel present. There's no duress. She tried for higher spousal support. Said she'd given up her career for me. I submitted her job history. Different job every 1.5 years. Never made more than mid-40,000s. Hard to claim you sacrificed a career when you never had one. Judge gave her 18 months support, $200 a month. Her lawyer wanted $400. House, cars, savings, mine. She got her stuff and her paid-off car. Couple weeks later, she showed up at my office, got past security somehow. Walked in while I was on a call. Ended the call. You need to leave, please. Just 5 minutes. No. I made a mistake. I know that now. He manipulated me and... Stop. You weren't manipulated. I've read the texts. You planned this. That wasn't real. We were just venting. You planned to destroy my business and take my money. That's not venting. She started crying. I still love you. You love what I provided, not me. There's a difference. That's not true. Leave now or I'm calling security. She left. Got a formal trespass warning issued after that. My ex-partner tried one final play. Sued claiming I'd violated the partnership agreement by cutting off his access during the transition. My lawyer countered with fraud, conspiracy, theft of trade secrets, and a few other charges. We had everything. The texts, the competitor meetings, the leaked bids, the financial records. His lawyer pulled the lawsuit within a week, sent a settlement offer. He'd walk away clean if we dropped the criminal stuff we were considering. What's the buyout number? I asked my lawyer. About $240,000 based on the old formula. Counter with 100, full release of all claims, 5-year non-compete. He'll never take it. He will when the alternative is possible jail time. He took it, didn't even argue. Divorce finalized a few weeks later. Uncontested once my wife realized she had zero leverage. She showed up to the final hearing looking rough, thin, tired. Her lawyer made one last emotional plea. Your Honor, my client has suffered significant emotional distress. She's lost her home, her stability, everything. Judge looked at her, then at me. Back to her lawyer. Your client had an affair with her husband's business partner and conspired to defraud his company. She's fortunate there are no criminal charges. Divorce granted. 3 minutes. 8 years done in 3 minutes. Walking out, my ex-wife stopped me in the parking lot. Sister was with her. You got everything you wanted. I'm not happy, but I'm free. Close enough. You'll regret this. Nobody will love you like I did. You didn't love me. You loved my bank account. Her sister jumped in. You're heartless. She made one mistake and you destroyed her. She made thousands of choices over 9 months. Those aren't mistakes, and I didn't destroy anything. She did that. I just made sure she couldn't avoid the consequences. Got in my car, didn't look back. Final update. Been a few months now. Business is better than ever. Revenue up 40%, hired more people, landed more contracts. Turns out not having a partner actively sabotaging you helps. Refinanced the house, it's fully mine now. Repainted, new furniture. Feels like my space again. Ex-partner tried starting his own firm. Failed in under 2 months. Clients didn't follow him. Competitors didn't trust him. Last I heard, he's doing tech support somewhere, making 1/3 of what he made with me. Ex-wife moved in with her sister. Lasted about a month before her sister kicked her out. Guess she expected her sister to fund her lifestyle like I had. She's with her parents now, working retail, part-time. Still getting the spousal support for another year or so. Mutual friends update me sometimes. I don't ask, but people love drama. She tried friend requesting me last month, blocked. Her mom sent an email about forgiveness, how holding grudges poisons the soul, deleted without reading the whole thing. Ex-partner sent a LinkedIn message. Can we talk about old times? Blocked him too. Here's what I learned. Betrayal isn't one moment. It's a series of choices. Every lie my wife told, every handshake with my partner while he was planning to screw me over. Every text they sent plotting my downfall. Those were choices, conscious decisions. When you make those choices, you don't get to play victim when reality catches up. The revenge wasn't complicated, just documentation, evidence, following proper procedures. They did the work. I just made sure there were consequences. Only regret not seeing it sooner. There were signs. My wife being weirdly interested in business decisions, my partner being secretive about certain meetings, how they'd both go quiet when I entered a room. I ignored my gut because I trusted them. Won't make that mistake again. Am I happy? Not sure what that means anymore, but I'm stable. Building something that's actually mine around people who don't have hidden agendas. Client asked me last week if I was seeing anyone. Said his niece was single. I declined, not ready. Maybe won't be for a while, but that's my choice now. My timeline, my life. Not sharing it with people planning my downfall while sleeping in my bed. That's worth everything.